Absolutely. Come on in. Let's have this conversation because I'm hearing a lot of this has been a thing going on and it's ridiculous. And although the outcome is never ever good, um, I'm gonna need you ladies to start owning your choices. Need y'all to start owning your choices because this is out of hand, and I'm seeing a lot of this. But this is what happens when you undermine what's in front of you, because when you undermine what's in front of you, you can literally put yourself in harm's way, a whole lot of jeopardy. And this is not a new conversation. Nope, it's not. It's actually more the same. And I see ladies, y'all keep doing this. This is not a new conversation. It's not. And what I'm about to speak about this evening is a recent situation. And, you can feel bad for the woman. But once again, when I did some research, first thing I looked at was who was the guy. And I looked at the guy and I knew in 2 seconds. I said, Lord, what do you mean you didn't know that this guy was like that? What do you mean? What do you mean? And then, it dawns on me, I see a lot of women, they undermined. They're so sick of masculine men that they will literally date down. When I say date down, listen, they date down and deal with quote unquote feminine men because they feel that's better. Because it's like hanging with their homegirls. You understand? But the problem is, you ready for this? The problem is, a lot of y'all sisters don't get along with each other in the first place. You heard what I said? Remember when I did the show called Are Women Really Frenemies? Meaning they're friends in the public eye, but behind each other's back, man, they go to town. They talk about each other crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, how many women do you know tell you, oh, I don't hang around a lot of girls? And when you ask them why, they say, oh, well, it's this, and that. 1 second, y'all. My bad. Yeah. Women can't even get along, amongst each other. So now you're going to date a dude that thinks like you. It might be good for a little while. Y'all like decorating the house and shopping together and all that stuff. But what happens when y'all have to, do relationship stuff? Y'all knocking heads. You're no longer knocking heads with a man. You're knocking heads with a dude that thinks like you. And it's no longer you in a relationship with a man. It's like you're dealing with your sister or the girlfriend that you really don't like in the first place. Let's do this roll call. Todd Swindle, Amanaz, my sister, salute, Night Train, the Sensei Stormy B-Man's in the building. That was a great live we did earlier. Derek Gaines, the legend. Peter the Great, the international quiet storm supporting black male media. Salute to you, good brother. Much love and appreciation. A Hardy is in the building from the Bahamas. Enjoy that great weather and that blue water. Salute to you, sis. Night Train in the building. Smoke and Talk, the real Baltimore in the building. Salute. Frank from the land, 88 Sports Talk. Yeah, Pete. Look, man. So let's get into this. This isn't the first time that I've seen, something along these lines in this nature. This is like crazy, isn't it? So all right, I'm gonna put a picture up there, and then I'm gonna play the story, but I'm gonna put a picture up. Now look, this woman was deleted by this guy. And before I play the story off of Instagram, I also have it tuned up from the Shade Room, and I'm just gonna play the audio because YouTube, they allow certain channels to play full audio while someone is the whole show or news article and news program, and they'll show them the whole news, the whole thing will be playing, and the person will be just sitting there in a little box and nothing will happen. But if I do that, I'll get a strike. So you know how that is. I'll never know how that works, but it is what it is. Shout out to Miguel. Miguel! Speaking of Miguel, I need you to look at this. Now look. Now listen to me, man. Now listen to me. First of all, that's a beautiful sister right there. All right? And I'm not making light of this situation at all. At all. At all. She had a grown daughter, and she was in a relationship with the dude standing back there. Now, look at that guy standing back there. Look at him. Now look. Yeah, exactly, Harmonized. He got something going on under his shirt. He might have an extreme case of gynecomastia, but look, I'm not judging. I'm looking at his grill. I'm looking at his posture. If I got on an elevator with this fella, I would look at him and be like, oh, he's, biting that pillow. To me, it's obvious. Gino aside, to me, it's obvious. From this picture, looks like his eyebrows are arched. Do they not? I'm like, what? Does he have on blush? So I'm looking at, and plus they in Georgia. Come on, bro. I'm looking at this and I'm like, wait a minute. Time out. Wait 1 minute. Could it be? And then you second think yourself. You say, can't be, because he's with this beautiful lady. But here's the thing. This is not the first time that I've seen a case where a woman has been dating. And listen, here's what we're not going to do. What we're not going to do is say, hey man, this is he's just a feminine dude. Or wait a minute. Better yet, Village Brother, salute. Anthony Bolton, salute. Don't give me that, oh, he's bisexual. Ladies, stop that. You got to stop that. I've known ladies in the past that be on some, I do this and I do that. And I'm like, yo, wait, you did what with your man? How about this? You can't bring your man around the way anymore because now You saying that, first of all, you put his business out there, number one. That wasn't for us to hear, number one. Number two, what grown man lets you play with their backside like that? It's an exit, not an entrance. You do not, I repeat, you do not play back there at all as a man. No. Sheila, salute, sis. You do not play back there. Any man that allows their lady to play back there, you need to second think. I tell ladies, you need to second think. If you just tried it and he like, I don't know, arched his back or no, you need to keep it pressing because that's not the first time. No. Stop that. So I'm looking at this picture. Now, listen, am I ODing looking at this picture? I mean, the news is out now, but I'm asking y'all, am I ODing just looking at this like, wait a minute, what's wrong with homie? Is that her gay friend? Am I ODing or do you see what I see? It's okay. But this is the dude that did her in. And I'm like, yo, what? You know what I said? How does she not know? How does she not know? Tell me, how does she not know? Tell me. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. So what I'm saying is, you sisters out here, you gotta stop dating these quote unquote bisexual men. There's no such thing as a bisexual man. When you meet him, he might be bisexual for a little bit, but you know what? When he settles down and comes into his own, he ain't going to deal with you. Leave those dudes alone. Jeff Sparks, salute. Leave those dudes alone. When I saw this picture, I said, how does she not know? And you know what? That's impossible that she didn't know. And you need to stop playing with these dudes that ride that fence. Because this could be the result. They're every bit as crazy as the craziest chick that you could think of. You know, the chicks that I bust the windows out your car. Yeah, he was on that type of time. But here's the deal. He took her out, man. In front of the courthouse, y'all. Because you played with his emotions like how you play with a crazy chick's emotions. Now imagine a grown man with man strength doing that. I know we clowning his what's going on under his shirt, but he's not a small guy. You get in a fight with this guy, you be going for yours. Mansa Musa, salute. And this is how dangerous it is when these chicks, and that's what I'm saying, you know, look, man, I've been around women that been on some, oh, I didn't know he was. And I'm like, yo, wait, hold on. You brought this dude around. We thought that was just your friend. You ain't know he was gay? You could look at him and say, man, whatever. But when we bring it to her attention, yo, you know, you sleeping with that guy? Yeah, and? Yeah, yo, he's, you know, oh, boy. Why don't you just stay out my business? Uh-huh. It never worked out. I've been around two situations like that. The whole block is telling this idiot, hey, you know, that guy, you don't, I mean, and it was wrong. We were all wrong. The brothers were jealous because we really wanted to smash, and the girl's just mad because he had a nice car, and nope. And she ain't tell us the illest story. We heard the ill story. She ain't tell us. She told her girlfriends, and her girlfriends told us. And she said, oh, you know she told us not to say anything to you. Uh-huh. I'll just say that when she came to his house, he had some guy friends that didn't want to leave. And they wanted to put her in the mix. She was the toy. I was like, this is jaw-dropping. That's crazy. Well, okay. Hen Dog, Young Abel, salute. Yeah. See? So I'm looking at this picture. I'm like, yo, This picture right here, you took a selfie and threw this up on your social media. Everybody looked at that pic and said, "What is? That's your man?" Okay. Okay. And she literally learned the hard way. So I'm gonna play this video.
Injured after a shooting near the Spalding County Courthouse. Both Griffin police and Spalding County deputies, they were called to the scene earlier. And police say that both of the people, they knew each other. But right now, police are still investigating what exactly led to this shooting. Police say that there is no active threat for the public at this time. A person is dead, another injured after a shooting near the Spalding County.
Now, this is her on social media trying to get away from this dude. Dude, please leave me alone. It's over. Move on with your life, please, respectfully. This is the guy, y'all. Do you see this? Do you see this? This is the guy. This is the guy that she got into a relationship with. She said her name is Crystal Evans. Rest in peace to her. She says it's sad that I have to walk around terrified for my life and my children's. I know if something happens to me, please know who did it. This man has said numerous times that he was going to delete me. I am posting and trying to leave a paper trail. This man is extremely dangerous. I have plenty of people who have heard him say this, and he's told this to leave me alone. Tom Mallory. This is, I guess that's this guy's name. Go have your affairs and go with your men behind my back like you always do. Down low, brother. Didn't want to stop talking to him when I find out. You are pathetic. Gay men behind my back. Let me say this. Let me give you sisters some advice if you don't already know. All right. She messed up by dealing with this dude because whatever it is she was looking for, she ignored signs. I could look at that guy and tell he got sugar in his tank. But whatever was going on, she ignored it and proceeded to deal with this guy. Once she found out that he got down like that, you know what she was supposed to do? Keep it to herself and just stop dealing with him. Keep it to yourself and stop dealing with him. I'll say it one more time. Keep it to yourself and stop dealing with him. You know what she did with this? She embarrassed him. Maybe he wasn't out. Maybe he was still trying to fight those feelings, but dealing with dudes. As soon as she found out, she should have said, Tom, I'm done. Tom, don't worry. This is between us, but I can't do that. That I'm not doing. It's between us. I don't want to put your business out there, Tom. Please leave me alone. Before any chick says to me, oh, well, how do you know she didn't do that? I'm looking at this is on, I think this is on Facebook. That's what pissed him off. Ladies, stop setting these guys off because somebody, in this instance, this guy was crazy. And this is why man. And she's the victim in this. But what I'm trying to say is, y'all need to be safe. You need to be smart. I'm willing to bet he wasn't out yet. He didn't want everyone to know what he was doing. Okay, you caught him, fine. Leave him alone. Just say, yo, look, this is between you and I. I know what you're doing. You're caught. Don't worry. This is between us. Secret safe with me. You go ahead, though. But you need to be careful, but I can't be involved with you because I'm not going to be doing all this cross swapping of the fluids. I'm not doing that. But I'm going to need you to leave me alone.
Good night.
Yeah. She didn't do that. She goes to social media You see this social media thing? This is a good and grown woman. Why are you on social media airing it out? Now, if she had done it like how I said she did it, she should have done it. You know, your secret's safe with me. Don't worry about it. I'm just not dealing with you. This between us. All right, we're done. That's it. You did this, which set him off. You set him off. And now you're saying your life is in danger. And it was. And I know one date said August 3rd. This one says August 7th. But you're going back and forth with him. Stop doing that. That's another thing, man. Why you chicks always have to have your last word? And you see, this is why we tell y'all need to be quiet. Who's willing to bet that it wasn't no clean break like that? She caught him cheating. She's hurt. Her feelings are hurt. How many? Let me move this for a second. How much you want to bet when she caught him? I don't know whether she walked in on him or found out she was dealing with some dude. And you know those dudes, they sassy, like how women are sassy. And she, I don't know, probably had some dude calling her crib. Oh, I'm dealing with your man. You know, one of those things. Her feelings are hurt. How much you want to bet that she spazzed on homie? I'm not gonna call him homie. He's a coward. Oh, you pillow biting, you know, F word, and she just tore him down. And then dragged him and then went and told people. Put his business out there. How do we know people ain't dragging him? Like, oh my God, you know, this dude, he's an F word and da-da-da-da-da. Phenomenal Mexican salute. And that set him off. Stop egging these dudes on. Some of these dudes is crazy. You know who found out? Rihanna found out. When she tested Chris Brown. I'm not making light of it. But what I'm saying is some of these dudes ain't above going upside your head. You got to be safe. Where's the lie? Now, I know some dudes that did security for Breezy. And I already heard some stories. They had a dysfunctional relationship. They couldn't just scream at each other. It was a mush, a pluck, a headlock. You better stop playing. Get off me, get off me. And then that one day, she tested him and he lumped her up and it was visible. And then they wanted to make her the poster girl for domestic violence. And she said, I'm not doing that. You know why she didn't want to do it? Because she knew a lot of that stuff she egged on. I heard that there was times where she initiated the contact. One place in particular was in the airport. They were going back and forth and she decked him. And he like roughed her up and bodyguards are getting in between them and trying to, who got the phone up? Damn. That's what I heard. Ladies, you ain't gonna whip no man. I don't care if he's a sassy fairy. I don't care. It's a man. I just showed you the picture. This dude was not like no small dude. He was a fat dude, but you think she's stronger than him? And guess what? He didn't run up on her with bare hands. He deleted her. That's how you know it's personal. That's how I know she spent time dragging his reputation, that he wasn't ready to be dragged. So what he tried to do to her was personal because she was trying to ruin him. She couldn't leave and just say, look, I'm done. Go away, get away from me. No, she was dragging him. Stop egging these lunatics on. This guy was crazy. This guy was crazy. And unfortunately, this happened. When we tell y'all to walk away from dudes like that, it's for your own safety. Stop playing, man. I know you're hurt, but why drag him? This is ridiculous. And this is them. And I think, is this her daughter? Crystal Evans, that was her name, was murdered a few hours ago in Georgia by her ex-boyfriend, estranged husband, Tom Mallory. He refused to move on and let her live her life. He had been driving by her home, stalking her, and had been making death threats to her, telling her that he was going to delete her, and finally he did it yesterday. The last thing that she posted before her death was that last picture, and before that, she posted the first pic asking him to please leave her alone. How can the system fail her so badly? My heart breaks for her and the family she left behind. Ladies, nothing is worth your life. Please, I pray, if you or anyone you know is in a situation like this, find the strength to leave by any means. Rest in peace, sweet lady. Stop domestic violence. Well, let's dial it back. This is unfortunate and it sucks. But and I know I can hear the ladies now. Ain't no buts, ain't no buts. Of course, it's about his butt. Look at this guy. Let's start there. And I'm not blaming the victim. I'm just saying we said common sense. Al Jones, salute. You ladies have to do better. When choosing a man, there's no way. I refuse to believe that she didn't know that that guy was like that. I refuse. There's more to this story. And I'm not justifying what he did. He's a coward. And I think he tried to delete himself, but it didn't work. Yeah, wake up. And I want you to get all that time. I want you to get the chair. Wake up. So just so they can give you the chair. That's just how I feel. I'd like to add, though, I'm looking at this picture, and I can't believe that she did not know what she was dealing with. Because there is such a thing where a woman puts themselves in a situation, she could put herself in a situation that she feels she could control. This may, J-Man, salute, this may have been one of those cases. Looking at some of the comments. This is her daughter right here. Oh my God. Thank you so much for sharing my mom's story. This is her daughter's Instagram. What the hell? All right, look, okay. All right, okay, we're not here for that. We're not here for that. Y'all want to know why marriage is down? Y'all want to know why men have trust issues? Can I ask any man in that? Y'all just saw that Instagram real quick, and this is just a sidebar. Does she look like wife material? I'm just asking.
Good night.
Okay. In other news, let's go back. And this is why I asked the question. Look at this.
You need to go stick with me to the day.
Go do the same thing. You want to have your cake and eat
him, or you can leave.
You didn't get all this by yourself. You ain't did all this by yourself.
You can join me and him, or you can leave. You can.
I'm not going. Because it ain't love if you trying to leave me every time I look up because you want to go hang.
Man, you know what it is. I already given 3 other men. It's not like it's not like it's behind your back. You're aware of it.
And I said I don't want to do that no more. I don't want to do it anymore.
But you're still here, but you don't want to leave. I don't get that. You're aware of it, but you don't want to even leave. Why don't you want to leave? You love me though, right?
Because I do love you. And we made vows to each other. We've been married for 10 years now.
Oh my God.
You already know what it was. I'm going to go be with him. I can go do whatever I want to do.
No, we not
Like,
doing that.
If I already been out of the league, you can either leave or be with me and him. It's that simple. I'm giving you choices. I'm giving you opportunities.
This is not what you told me about when we got married. You didn't ask me that I want to be together.
I keep you in Chanel. I keep you in Louis. Look at the house. Your car's. I keep you in a nice car. I keep your hair done for you. I keep your nails done. You got a nice ring on your finger. What are you not happy about?
I'm not happy with you. Being be mad because I'm not trying to share you.
You don't act like it. You don't act like it.
You want me to be in a happy family with somebody that I didn't do my vows with. I'm not doing that.
You gonna do it or you either go leave. You either gonna be with me and him or you gonna leave.
Oh.
You either gonna stick with me to the day.
You see why I say what I say? See that? Oh, did you hear that? You heard that? You heard that part? I didn't see the whole crib. That looked like a nice crib, didn't it? He said, I keep your nails done. I keep you in Louis and Chanel. And she was with him for 10 years, and he's saying, you knew what it is. Now she's saying, I don't want to do that no more. Obviously, whatever he's doing, she's taking care of. Detroit, what up? She's taking care of. So for a decade, she was putting up with that. So he's like, yo, what are you talking about? Sudden change? Ain't no sudden change. I run this. Your nails is done. Your hair's done. I keep you in Chanel and Louis. What is the problem? And he's talking to her like how she talking. What is the problem? Now, again, you look at that man's face. Y'all want to look at his face. Now, I'm just asking y'all. Does that look like a straight man? Look at the tight shirt, the tight pants, sagging, 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 sagging. You see that? Clean shaven. Look at him. Look at him. Look at his posture. Look at his face. Does he have on lip glow? Look at him. Look at him. He looks like a chick. And watch this. She chose this. Yeah, Quiet Storm. Look. She chose him. 10 years. Now all of a sudden the Chanel and the Louis and none of that stuff matters. Whoever he's dealing with, she wants him to stop. And he's like, no, you knew what it was. Miguel! It's not on him. It's on her. Shakira, salute. It's not on him. It's on her. That's why I'm looking at this other thing. This is tragic. But you gotta wonder. You gotta wonder. Was it one of these situations? How it ended is crazy. Maybe that dude got so pissed off. It's like, yo, man, I thought we had something going. You knew what it was. And now, all of a sudden you have a change of heart. You dragging me? And he wowed out just like one of those crazy chicks. Y'all meet y'all match when y'all come across these sassy dudes. You so quick. That's what I'm saying. These chicks be so quick to call a dude sassy. This dude's sassy, but here's the thing. She dealt with it. She dealt with it. You could look at this dude's face. I'm like, first of all, he look like young M.A. I'm Waffle, salute. John Pound, salute. You see what I mean about sagging pants, y'all? You see that? He got army fatigues sagging tight and his drawers showing. You see that? You see what I said that men ain't supposed to dress a certain way? This is crazy, man. This is crazy. And I feel, I feel bad for the situation. I do, man. But you gotta wonder. You gotta wonder. Hold on, there's another clip I had. I could find it. And let me say this. I'm gonna play this other clip because it's all relevant. I need you guys to understand what we're dealing with here. This kind of mentality that we're dealing with. I'm gonna play this clip and I need you to listen. Because when I'm trying to make sense of this, I'm not blaming the victim. All I'm saying is you ladies have to make better choices. But this is the thought process that we're dealing with here. Listen to this.
Fetus.
The fetus is not a species yet. It's technically classified as a parasite until it is viable.
So,
no, I want to talk to you about something very quickly.
I can't let you get past that. Are you saying a baby is a disease or a tumor?
A parasite is not a disease and a tumor. Those are not the same thing. A parasite is defined as something that cannot survive outside of its host. A baby, before it is viable, cannot survive outside of a woman's womb.
Got it. So let's extrapolate that.
It is not a living organism.
Are old people with Alzheimer's and dementia that are being assisted every day, are they parasites?
No, they're not parasites. They're human beings who are on the brink of death.
Got it. So
they are not going to be able to survive.
4-month-old that requires mom's breast milk and requires daily changes and feedings cannot survive without its own. Is my 4-month-old a parasite?
Your baby can breathe on its own. Your baby can drink water from its mouth to its stomach. Your baby can eat
Can it hunt? Can it gather? Can it reason?
But that's not what qualifies something as being a living organism. Being a living organism simply means, can you survive outside of a womb, outside of your host?
Got it. So I just want to make sure I'm clear. Why does that then equate to moral viability?
It equates to scientific viability.
Why? Under what standard?
Because it is not alive, and you are advocating for the rights of something that is not technically a life while sacrificing the needs of the human woman who is alive.
Got it. So, but a mom can survive without the baby in her, right?
Yes.
The baby cannot survive without the mom,
yes.
But a mom cannot survive without her lungs. What speed?
How do you reason with a person like that? Here's why I played that. That was a woman sitting there trying to convince everyone in that room that babies are parasites. And he said, so old people live, because it depends on the mother. So I said, okay, well, old people, he says, well, old people living in homes with dementia, they depend on everyone around them. Are they parasites? I don't understand. Did you see that girl? Did you see how she was dressed? Pink high boots with hearts on it. She had a earring through her brow, through her nose, and dreads, and she's a tree hugger. Now, I don't think she was gay, but she's one of those, the only thing I need a man for is reproduction. Outside of that, I don't need him. And she's one of those. Probably doesn't want a child, nothing. Life starts and ends with her. And everyone that doesn't think like her is why the world is wrong. Eric Jordan, salute. This is the type of people we're dealing with. Now, she'll look at this article with this woman, Crystal, and she won't consider the reasons why it went this far. There'll be no accountability on Crystal's end. Well, she's not here with us anymore. But what I'm telling you, the reason why I played the other clip for y'all was simply because I needed y'all to know that a lot of these women get involved with these gay men and they ignore everything. That clip, did you hear that gay man say, I keep you in Chanel, you live in nice in this house, I keep you in Louis, and she stuck around for a decade and now she's trying to change him. Guess what? Your kitty cat might be great, but for a straight man it is. You decided to deal with who? That guy. Because of what he provided for you. And it was cool to go shopping with him because he was splurging on you. It was cool that y'all both went and got your nails done. And you was willing to put up with him dealing with men until you start changing. Because every decade, every 5 years, every 5 years, your thought process changed. I went through that period when I was 18 and 21. I don't want no kids. I'm a player for life. I'm just going to do this and do that. By the time you're 25, it's like, man, I'm working. Damn, when can I retire? By the time you're 30, everything changes. By the time you're 35, you're like, man, your needs change. Your body changes. Everything changes. Every chick I grew up with that ran the streets with us, they thought like us. They were wearing. I'm from the Bronx. They were wearing Timberlands like us. They were on a corner. Well, I wasn't like really a corner dude, but past the 40, that type of thing. And those chicks, they weren't gay or nothing. They like dudes. The direct chicks around the way, they didn't deal with us. They dealt with other dudes. But these were hardcore street. Carrying blades in the mouth. They played ball with us. They used to slap box with us. They were tomboys. I could show you them right now. You would never know. But I could show you a picture of us in the 90s. They had on bubble coats, baggy boss jeans, Timberlands. They looked like the Brat. Now they're family women. Some of them are grandmothers now. It's like, oh my God, I remember you was and now you got a husband and the house and your kids. And do they know who you used to be in 93, 92? Do they know who you used to be? I tell them, they don't believe me. Yo, your mother, I saw her, in the street. Not my mother. Yo, you have no idea. Yeah, one of the chicks I grew up with could dunk a basketball. I'm not even kidding. She was a little under 6 feet tall. She could dunk a basketball. She was about 5'10". She was tall, but she said, let me see the rock one day. And she just got a winter star, jumped up and grabbed the rim. We was like, what? And she kept at it. And then one day she just dunked it. I was like, oh my. She's a grandmother now. She's a grandmother now. Nah, one hand, not two hands. It's one hand. Off and running start. She was very athletic. Back then, she was very athletic. And she jumped up one day and grabbed the rim with one hand. Almost fell. We ran over, tried to catch her. And then one day in the sun, she used to jump up and touch the rim. Then one day, the ball got over the rim and she dunked it. We was like, oh my God. At 5'10". She did it. She got a husband, a couple of kids. You would never know. You would never know. She got the salt and pepper gray hair now. You would never know. You would never know. There it is. But these women do know what they're dealing with. So I know dealing with the tragedy, that's bad. That's bad. But you guys need to know that it's rare that listen. This is just as crazy as these women that got these kids out of wedlock. And when you talk to them, it's like, what's up with you? Why are you not married? What happened with you and the father of your children? What do they say? He's a narcissist, because that's what they call us. Oh, and he was a narcissist and he was controlling and Well, at what point did you know that about him? And some of these chicks that are 2 kids up, and let's say it's by the same guy, and it's like, okay, you didn't figure it out after the first kid, but there's 5 years in between the first kid and the second kid. Y'all was in a relationship all this time, or was y'all in that immature thing when it's off and on, and you want to get online and call it a situationship? Is that what this is? I'm just asking. And they never say it's their fault. They never say it's their fault. It's always they got tricked and bamboozled and they didn't know he was this and he was that. I didn't know. And victim. Now, we on the outside looking in, we're like, yo, she knew. There was something about him that she just could not get over. And she was steadily trying to what? Drain him. She was trying to, not drain him, she was trying to convert him. If I stick with this, eventually he's going to conform to how I need him to be. And it never works out like that. You're just what you call easy access. And now you're tied down with 1 or 2 kids and you can't live the life that you want to live. And while you're tied down, he's going to be living his life. And you're going to hate him forever for that. You're going to train the kids to hate him forever for that. And when people ask you what happened with that, it's going to be him. But at the end of the day, it's you. You did this. Condo, my brother, salute. Exactly, Shaquilla. They choose the wrong men to build with. And what's crazy is their friends will know. Their relatives will know. And again, I've been in situations where a chick is dealing with a dude and we're like, she don't see dude he's out and about. Okay, don't say nothing. In that other situation where Shorty was dealing with the gay nigga, she brought him around the way. We was like, we knew in 2 seconds. He parked the car, got out, and walked up to the building. We was like, okay. And her girlfriends looked at us, and we was like, what's up? And they were like, y'all tell me, is there something we missing? Nah, that dude got a lot of sugar in his tank. What is she doing? We don't know. You see his hair, you see his gear, you see the car he drive. She gonna ignore all of that. I'm talking about his mannerisms and everything. Because I don't know what he did for a living. But he pulled up on the block with an Acura. What year was that? Like 93? Whatever year that was, he had whatever the year that was, that's the car he had. And it was a Hunter Green. He had a loud system, because that was the era. We had loud systems. He had a loud system, and he was playing, I don't know, what was he playing? I forgot. When he pulled up, and we was like, who's that? And we saw her in the passenger seat. We was like, okay. And when he got out, he was loud. We was like, whoa. Okay, that's probably one of her friends. No, he threw his tongue down her throat. I was like, oh, okay. But wait a minute. And then you should have saw how he walked back to the car. I was like, oh, yeah, act legend, Acondo. Yep. I was an act legend. When it said legend on the back of the trunk, it was an act legend. And then he peeled off and she went upstairs and looked at her girlfriends. It was like, yo, when she went up, she chit-chatted with them. They went upstairs. They came right over to the bench with us, because that's all we did. We just sat on the bench. We didn't do anything. We was like, yo, they was like, yo, that dude, he got a lot of sugar in that tank. What the fuck? Look. We told her, but I was like, all right. And it didn't end well. And when it ended, what do you think she was saying on the bench with us all of a sudden? That agate, and he used to like it when I needed 3 fingers. I was like, whoa, come on. Come on, man.
Listen to this right here.
Come on. But it was okay when he was buying you those Reeboks, though, right? I guess that was okay. So what I'm saying is, I don't condone what happened and how this ended for this poor woman. But I've seen things like this. Let me see if I can find this other let me see. You asked says they don't need men. Bro, this was, listen, I'm gonna play this. Listen. And let me tell you, this is some dangerous thinking, y'all. This is dangerous thinking. Because this is part of the reason why we have this problem that we have today. All right, I'm gonna, should I play this first? I'm gonna play this first. I'm gonna call fair use on this. I'm just gonna play the audio. This is the situation. Now, before I play it, let me just show you the picture. That's him. I mean, all that sugar in his tank, bro. Now, fair use, just listen to this.
When you cry for help,
he was a very controlling, manipulating man.
But no one hears you.
We just knew how dangerous he was.
Crystal Evans just divorced her husband last week. In court, a friend asked if Crystal could get escorted to her car.
They did not send anyone out. She walked out by herself and he shot her.
Multiple times, killing her. A lot of people placing the blame on the courthouse staff and police.
They did nothing.
But this Georgia sheriff is making waves on social media. What he said about the victim and her family that has the small town outraged.
I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates.
This is messed up, y'all.
They've known each other for decades. Tom Mallory and Crystal Evans, they met when they were kids in the small town of Griffin, Georgia, which is about...
Okay, you heard that, right? She knew this dude. You mean to tell me she didn't know how he got down? She put herself at risk by She knew him, man. This is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous.
About an hour south of Atlanta. They were married for over 20 years, even started a contracting company together, but
they were married for 20 years? She didn't know that. Can I ask y'all a question? Do you think she didn't know? You think she was blindsided by his sexuality? You think so? Or did she think that she was marrying her best friend? Didn't I tell you there's a possibility he was in the closet and hiding, but she knew? But caught him, bro, this is good. Thank you, Queen. She knew. And when she caught him with dude, she spazzed on him and dragged him, and that pissed him off. That's why he felt comfortable threatening her the way he did, man. Come on, man. This is ridiculous. Yo, these ladies need to stop this crap, man. Stop ignoring these signs. This is crazy.
But life was not always easy, especially for Crystal, who just recently went on social media pleading with the public and her followers to pay attention to what her estranged husband was doing to her, all while she was waiting for the courts to grant her a protective order. She was granted that protective order on September 11th, but 2 days later, she was dead.
The The signs were there. Look what Crystal Evans wrote on her Facebook page, August 3rd, 2024. Quote, "It's sad that I have to walk around terrified for my life and my children's. I know if something happens to me, please know who did it. This man has said numerous times that he's going to kill me. I am posting and trying to leave a paper trail," end quote. Then on August 17th, a Ring camera image, quote, "Tom Mallory, stay away from us. You are a sick man. Leave us alone," end quote. And then just last Thursday, the day before she took him to court, quote, "Dude, please leave me alone. It's over. Move on with your life."
I mean, she literally called the day before because he was stalking her.
Precious Evans.
You know what, man? Listen, I'm not blaming the victim. I want this to be a lesson to you ladies. Stop putting yourself at risk dealing with these dudes, whether they're ex-convicts. Y'all know I did the show about these, the prison bay. Dude puts a picture out on the internet and all of a sudden these chicks want to get with him. He's locked up. He's locked up. He's locked up. You see that? You see why shows like this exist? Dude was locked up and he's getting letters. See you? I need to come see you. He's locked up. And then when he gets out and goes upside your head, all of a sudden it's what? He was in prison for a reason. Oh, he went to prison for assault. Cop killer, what up? Went to prison for assault. Beating what? He beating his ex-girlfriend. You saw his picture, was attracted. He gets out in 2 to 5. He comes up in your house. A month later, he goes upside your head. What you think was going to happen? This is the same premise. Many of these women, they know. She knew that man she was married to him, knew him for a few decades. She knew him when he was a kid. There's no way she did not know. She's a victim. But she's a victim of her own choice. And I'm saying you ladies got to make better choices, man. Like how we tell the brothers, yo, you wife that chick? Well, yeah. Yo. Oh, I know, but she turned over a new leaf. Dude, she was just in the staircase last week. Well, she got baptized between last week and now? All the bathing of God can't spare you from what the results of an STD test is going to be. And you're kissing her, bro. What's wrong with you? Same rules apply. Why was she romantically involved with this dude? I don't know.
Says her mom was just granted a permanent order of protection against her father, Tom Mallory, on Wednesday, September 11th. But by Friday, September 13th, Evans says that the two were back in court because her dad was accused of forging financial documents. She says that he was to turn himself in on forgery charges on Monday. Precious, she went to court to support her mom.
So afterwards, I waited outside for her for a little bit. But, it kind of was just taking a little minute, and I had a 12 o'clock appointment I had to go to.
She says a family friend was also there.
Her friend let the people know, like, hey, can you have someone escort her out when she comes out because we're about to leave.
But Precious says that never happened.
It fell on deaf ears.
She says that the court clerk never relayed the message. She says that her mom, who's a busy real estate entrepreneur, left on her own accord alone. She got in her car in the courthouse parking lot across the street.
I probably wasn't even home 5 minutes. My godmother called me.
All right. Look, man. Did the system fail her? Probably. There's a lot of problems here, man. There's a lot of problems here. The legal system drops the ball on countless situations, man. This is what you're doing? Man, I gotta tell you, man, this is a frustrating thing. I don't want to play no more of this. I want to play something else for y'all. Do you know what all of this is enabled by? I'm gonna show y'all. Where is it? This was a TikTok debate. Do women really need men? I want y'all to hear what these women say. Now, he said that this woman was an entrepreneur and everything, and I'm happy for her. Air Queen, I just said that. Before you pulled up, I just said that. He didn't just snap and then lose his mind and start acting wild. She dragged him online and dragged him against mutual people. And it pissed him off. And he had a hissy fit and he deleted her like the coward that he is. Right. So you're right. He got exposed. She knew who she was dealing with. And after calling him a bunch of F words and everything else, he said, you know what? Enough's enough. How am I supposed to continue my life when everyone we know mutually knows how, I get down and, she's ruining me? And then she goes online to say, respectfully, leave me alone, after cursing him out and dragging his name. So, a lot of this behavior from these ladies, oh yeah, you already know how this is going to go. So I'm just going to play the audio. A lot of this stuff is enabled by the sisterhood narrative. Now I need you to listen to this. I need you to listen to this. Right? And this is what men have to deal with. And this woman and these women on The View, they'll use this situation, this unfortunate situation with this sister that was deleted by her estranged husband. They'll use this situation to say, see, this is why we don't need men. No. Y'all make poor choices. But I need you to listen to what these women say. This is crazy. Fair use.
There's this clip going viral online of a dozen women being asked the following question. Do we need men? Most answered very quickly, no. And only one said she thought women needed a man in their lives, only one. But when men were asked a similar question, do we need women? Most of them said yes.
Now you heard that? You heard that, right? Most of the women said, we don't need men with the exception of one. When they asked most of the men, majority of the men said, yes, we need women. Now I want you to listen to what she says. I mean, this is like crazy, and this is what we're dealing with. Now this is a bunch of women on a female show, and this is how they talking. Listen to this.
So why do you think that is?
Because men are useless.
See that? You see that? Joe, what up? Champions first, salute. Because men are useless. Now this other chick, I don't even want to pull up her picture. Because we're useless, y'all. We're useless. Right.
I mean,
listen to the laughs and the applause.
And by the way, I want to differentiate between straight men and gay men because.
Oh my God! You see? You see? And this is Anna Navarro saying this. This is a grown woman saying this. Now let's hear her explanation between straight men and gay men. Listen to this.
Because I think I would die without gay men.
Oh, you would die without gay men. Well, this sister died because of a gay man. Fellas, this is what we're dealing with. These women are good and grown on a platform saying they don't need men, we're useless, and she would die without her gay man. But when men went and got their passports and did exactly what they did exactly what they wanted, comply, that's a problem. You see what I'm talking about? You see? You don't want us, we're useless, and you see value in gay men? Okay, passport, please. And that's a problem. You see? This is a public platform. This is The View, y'all. Every woman in the United States watches this show. How many men watch The View? How many men say, oh, wait, hold on, The View's on? Only who? Miguel watches because Miguel is Navarro's friend. Let's hear what this trash bag has to say.
Nobody can gossip like gay men. Nobody.
Listen what she's... Nobody can gossip like gay men. Hey, listen. Jeremy, what up? Listen. You heard what she just said? Nobody can gossip like gay men. Do y'all understand why when I look at all the videos with my face on the meme and videos about me and about the LDBC and 78, do you see why I call them what I call them? You see? You see? You see? What do I say? Gossiping, jealousy. Those are female traits. Dudes that gossip and show jealousy, what do we call them? BANs. Don't we call them BANs? Why? Because they acting like what? Women. You see? It comes from somewhere. I don't just say things to say it. Like, man, why you gossiping? Why you gossiping? Why you talking? 300 videos on YouTube about me. None of these dudes know me. That's a female trait. And they see value in gay men doing that. She just said it. Which is why Miguel allows 1,001 videos of people talking crazy about us. But the moment we say something, we get flagged. We can't fully monetize the video. The video of Champside, the dudes that said Champside is a monkey, that video was online for 3 years. I flagged it countless times. They didn't take it down until last year, man. Eric Jordan in that super chat, he says, gossiping is a female trait for men. Miguel wins. Yeah, of course Miguel wins. Miguel! Watching me with pink booty shorts right now, but let's get back to what this chick says. Listen to what she says.
Nobody can gossip like gay men. Nobody can help you accessorize like gay men. Nobody can help you keep you from doing harm to yourself like gay men.
Wow. This heterosexual woman, this straight woman, sees more value in gay men than a straight man because we're useless. That's what this is a, oh my God, this is a syndicated show. This is what they're telling women. The woman that was killed, can she have her daughter come to The View and listen to that and discuss it with them? Your gay father killed your mother. Oh my God, bro. Oh, wait, hold on, Queen. You make a point. Just call your girlfriend. Why do you need a gay man for that? I'm going to tell you why. Let me tell you why. Queen, women don't get along. I always talk about that. Hell, y'all told me about that. Watch this. Queen, how many close female friends you can say you have? If you do, it's probably somebody that you grew up with. every chick that I came up with say they don't have a big circle of women. When I asked them why, they said, oh, because women are backstabbers. Women will talk behind your back. They'll try and sleep with your man. This is what they told me. It was only the chicks around my way, there was only 4 of them. Every now and again, there'll be a 5th chick coming around, but she don't stick around long because she messes up. Now, mind you, the cats that I grew up with, we've known each other since kindergarten. So it was 4 chicks, and they were tight. They had their falling outs, but they always, fixed it. See, I'm not making it up, y'all. See? There you go. I'm not making it up. I'm not making it up. Yep, see? There you go. See? I'm not making it up. When I started dating, I'm like, yeah, so who's your circle? Because you are who your circle is. You know what chicks always told me? I don't hang around a lot of women. Huh? Yeah, I got a lot of guy friends or whatever. I'm like, okay, now she's making an excuse for her being promiscuous. But you know what they always said? They always told me, nah, because chicks do this. They're the ones that told me about how women are. So I said, all right, well, I'm breaking up with you because I know down the road, like, I can't deal with you. Why? Because you are acting just like how you say your friends acting. Yeah, here you are, Yeah, J-Man, how many times y'all heard that? Females can be friends later in life when you're like in your adulthood, when your kids are grown, or you know why? Because y'all been there, done that, and y'all understand it. But a dysfunctional old woman, like these women on The View, a 21-year-old will look at them as an OG and think that that's good advice. And this is why everything is messed up now. Now there's some 21-year-old, there's some 18-year-old listening to this rhetoric. Listening to it. She just told women having a gay friend, a gay male friend, is more productive than getting into a relationship with a heterosexual man because we're useless. The gay man has the physical attributes of a man. So if they could hang out with the gay friend and occasionally smash the gay friend, that's good enough for them. Because they don't want a man in their life providing structure. You see what I'm talking about? This is stupid. Miguel is keeping these women single by taking men. Hey, man. Hey, Eric Jordan, probably. Let's hear what else this hag has to say.
But with the exception of somebody like Steve, I think Steve is very self-sufficient.
That's Joy's husband.
But like my husband, it takes...
Holy crap, she's married. After this show, there should have been divorce papers waiting for her ass.
Takes a village of women to make sure that he's not emaciated, starving, and living in his own filth. He can,
Yeah.
How about you guys? Well, you guys feel you guys are married to people that are more.
I have Handy Manny at home. He fixes everything when.
Now this is Sunny Hostin, and she has a different take on it.
Things go bump in the night. He's the one that goes downstairs.
Thank you. It sounds like Miss Navarro married a Slav. What made you fall in love with the Slav? You chose him, but he's there for a reason. Is he knocking your back out of alignment? When things go bump in the night, does he not go downstairs? What is, man?
When there's a bug to be exterminated, he does the extermination.
Nope.
When there is something to be fixed, he fixes it. He throws out
Now, this other blonde-haired chick is just shaking her head.
the trash and he throws out the recyclables. I enjoy all the man stuff.
So
Thank you. Applaud that woman.
wait a second. I know what you're going to say, but wait. She's really talking about a servant. Let's face it.
No, she's not. She's talking. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. The alternative is for her to, with this woman, got her gut splattered in front of a damn courthouse for getting with this gay dude. Nicholas Levy in that super chat salute. He said the best show on the web. No Lies told me. I appreciate you, good brother. I appreciate you. This is crazy. This is crazy.
It's a handyman she's talking about.
It's a handyman.
Oh, it's a handyman with benefits.
We do not have.
Well, but
A handyman with benefits. Now, let me explain something to you. Didn't I tell you that men are simple? We need to eat. We need peace. We need sex. And in return, we take care of everything. We keep the lights on. The bills get paid. And don't act like sex is a one-way street. Y'all want it just as much as we do, especially when you ladies get older. Because when we get older, ours goes down and y'all's go up. So that's why we have, fellas, we have to hit the gym, limit your sugar intake, because sugar affects that. So we take care of everything else. It's not a manservant. I guess asking if you work a 12-hour shift, you come home and you saying, babe, can you make me some dinner? We have to ask you to make it, or is it made already? And if it's made, if we ask you to make it because you wasn't going to make it, what does that mean? You're a servant? No. It's called marriage, you dummy. And these women are older than me. Well, the ones talking, man, these are the modern women. Well, don't you know that these chicks, these modern women, keep these younger women single? There's young chicks that watch this damn show.
But the things that you're describing, you could pay somebody to do that.
Oh my God. So now she's saying she can pay a servant to do all of that rather than her husband just do it because that's what he's supposed to do. Do you see what I'm saying? You see that? You could pay for it, but why would you want to? That's like Ebony K. Williams talking about, yeah, I don't need no man and artificial insemination, whatever, and women are co-signing that. Yeah, girl, that's good, girl. Do you know how Ebony K. Williams, guess what? She can afford it. Do you know that process is, I think it's almost 6 figures. Take the eggs out. It has to match properly with the semen, and you know, it's a whole thing. It's not just take the eggs out, throw them in the damn freezer, and then pick the man you want the semen from and they inject it. No, it don't go like that. It's a process. And then you got to pay for the eggs to get stored. Then you got to pay for the insemination. Then you got to pay for this and pay for that. She can afford it. How many chicks that work a normal 9 to 5 can afford that? They can't. They can't. But these are the women telling these youngsters, yo, you see why we say, yo, modern women keep other women single? You going to listen to this crap. This is crap.
We're not talking about that. What about the inner life of a man? That's what this is about.
I need my man 3 to 4 times a week. And
Good for you guys.
And then the rest of the time I need a wife. Because I've always...
I can't believe they allowed this. Because let me paint this picture. How many of these airheads are sitting? Well, 1, 2, there's 4 airheads. I'm excluding the sister that said she needs her man. There's 5 women here. But it's 5 women here, but 4 airheads. All right. Reverse the roles, please. And how fast would a panel of men talking about women like this, how fast would it be off the air? How fast would it be off the air? How fast? Tell me how fast it would be. Tell me how that day there will be women lined up in front of the studio, laying in the street, cancel this show. They'll be writing letters to ABC, take this off the air. It's misogynistic. They'd be calling those brothers sassy. right? They'd be calling them sassy. If they said, you know, I just want my lesbian friends around. I mean, we don't need women. For what? I can clean my own dishes. I can press and wash my own clothes. My mama taught me. But my lesbian friends, man, we could just chill. And, I don't need them because, women, they just gossip too much. Imagine this same show what you're hearing, but a bunch of men degrading and talking down on women. How fast would that show be off the air? How many shows there would be on YouTube talking about, oh man, this is what women do. I mean, this is what men do, and they don't. How fast? Now here's the thing. That chick Joy, she's married. That chick Navarro, she's married. This white woman with blonde hair, she says she needs her man 4 times a week, meaning she needs her plumbing rearranged. Outside of that, what does he need her for? What the other woman, Hostin, she's married. The other chick sitting on the far end, I don't know what her deal is. She's just laughing. She ain't saying anything yet. So now they're talking, okay.
Said everyone needs a wife.
No, I teased Vicky, my producer, in the morning. I was like, if you'd like to join Max and I, not in that way, but like Vicky and I could kill it as a household runners. Like we would be laughing, giggling, doing all the things, and Max would be so psyched I was wasting all my words somewhere else anyway. So it would be a perfect combo. And the other day, Caleb said to me, this is my youngest son, he said, Mama, I want a spare mom. And I didn't know what he meant. And he said, Genevieve has a spare mom. And I realized the parents were divorced.
Nanny?
No, divorced. An extra mom, like 2 moms. And so I asked him, because at first I was a little wounded. I was like, what am I not doing? And he's like, no, I just think at bedtime, you always have to pay attention to the other kids too. And if we had a spare mom, dad, and you could, then you just get to focus on me. And it was so sweet. He didn't ask for a spare dad, by the way. He asked for a spare mom.
I took this totally differently in how I
The things you hear when you don't have a gun. And I say that jokingly. I understand why the kids said they wanted 2 moms, because they're talking about in regards to the household. When those kids get older and they start going out and doing things, like if it's a little boy, especially a little boy, do you know how important it is when they start doing like plays or things at school or sports, to look up and see a father in the audience? Kids really seek validation from their fathers. They know the mother's love, most part, unless it's Bud Crawford's mom, the love is unconditional. But to get that validation from the father, that's like, because we're the rock. We have this thing where we're barely smiling and we're working hard or whatever. So it's like, hey, Dad, how am I doing? You're doing good, my daughter. You're doing good, my son. That's like, that gives that oomph. It's a different kind of love. That's why both parents are important. And it's important for kids to see both. And what these hags are doing, they're undermining our role in the household. And this is why a lot of single men are saying, F this, man. F this. They're on a talk show undermining the role of a man in the household, undermining the role of a man in life. They said that they'd rather, this chick Navarro said she'd rather have a gay man because he gossips. You're hearing it.
Because broadly speaking, I feel like men have proven largely useless. Like I think in the political moment, the people who are saying what needs to be said in my party, it's all women. The very few men, with the exception of Mike Pence and a few others, are saying what they need to. But in life, like I need my husband. I don't know if I need any other men, but he is irreplaceable.
Yeah.
Aww.
So we're useless, but she needs her husband. Oh my God. If y'all don't feel disrespected by this, I don't know what to tell you. If I was sitting in that office, in the audience, first of all, I would never be there. Someone would have to like drag me. Y'all remember the A-Team? When they had to travel, B.A. Baracus, played by Mr. T. What was his thing? He didn't like to fly. Hey, fool, how are we going to get to Argentina? Well, we got to fly. I'm not flying. Boom, they drug him every episode. That was the joke. Remember that? And they knock out B.A. Baracus and he'd wake up in another country. Remember that? That was every episode. That was every episode. That's how they'd have to bring me to the View. View, babe, I'm not going there. Okay, man, all right, let's just drink this Starbucks. And I'd wake up in the front row like, what the hell? Why would you? And I'd be sitting there like this the whole time. And I would catch their attention because I own the room when I walk in it, believe me. And as soon as they say, look, that guy don't agree. I don't. I'd be like, I don't. Would you like to join the bill? Yes. Yes. And after I school them, I say, you know what? Pick up your phone, call your husband. Because I have questions for your husband. Are you watching the show, homie? Yeah, how do you deal with this? And I'm willing to bet. If they even make the phone call, I'm willing to bet. You know what they would say? She ain't like that in here. She ain't like that in here. I'm willing to bet. They just talking. They, like the Queen said, it's just an agenda. They just talking. Yeah, they just talking. You know why I'm willing to bet that? What did we find out about Cardi B? She didn't even let her kids listen to her music. I don't cook, I don't clean. What did we see though? How could I believe what you say when I see what you do? So they're putting out a bunch of stupid information, and I don't believe them. But it's dangerous that they allowed, and this is the feminist movement, they allowed to say that. But if this was a table full of men, a panel full of men talking like this, they'd be canceled that day.
Yeah, I think so.
But that's the whole thing. We like our husbands. We just don't need men beyond that.
Yeah, wait till you're married 20 years and you'll see how replaceable
The reason that women, I think.
Divorce your man then. You know why you're not going to do that? What are you going to do? Irreconcilable differences? You know why you're not going to do that? You probably make more money than him. And he's used to living a lifestyle. Have you learned nothing from Mary J. Blige? Oh, I'm sorry, you have, which is why your ass is unhappily married based off of what you're saying. You're saying wait till 20 years. You're unhappy? Leave. Because your happiness, there shouldn't be no glass ceiling on your happiness. Leave. I dare you. Leave. All these chicks are 50, well, the ones running their mouth, 50 years old and up. What's outside? Nothing. Man, shut up.
I think that the reason women can stay married for as long as they do is because they have a lot of girlfriends. They have a village. They have girlfriends. Because I always have to initiate the conversations. He'll step up, but I have to
thought you were
start
saying
him.
initiate.
Oh, I just told you guys, I have 8 girlfriends from Panama here who are girlfriends for 50 years since they were in kindergarten.
Oh, I love
that. And they were saying yesterday that they've gone through divorces, they've gone through challenges, and having that village of women has made it possible.
But we
for
are
them.
more collaborative than men. I think there have been studies that say that women have much closer friendship relationships than men do.
Because women
I think
Bullshit.
we have to make a difference, differentiate gay men.
No, gay men are
in their own category.
Yeah, but we're not married to gay men, okay?
Oh.
But women have conversations about their feelings. Men talk about
It's
sports,
socializing,
cars, all that stuff.
I don't know. My husband talks about his feelings with his
Maybe he's gay.
Wow. Maybe he's gay. Wow. I'm glad that ended, because that was the end of it. I'm glad it ended that way, because you know what? This woman, Crystal, she was married to her gay friend that she's known since she was a kid. He took her life. You see? That's why I played this. Took her life. You ladies, you need to check all the correct boxes. Remember I told y'all the story about my boy that played ball, and remember he had like 5 baby mamas. I was about to marry this chick that worked for sanitation. I didn't even follow up on that. But you know what the deal with him was, right? He was about 6'5", light skinned, slim, looked like Rick Fox in his prime. He's one of those curly head Negroes with light eyes. So I already knew what was going on. That's why he got 5 different kids and about to marry this short, chubby chick from sanitation. In arrears for child support and everything, this chick is still marrying this guy. His debt is going to become her issue. And he was still sleeping with 2 of the baby mamas. Y'all remember the story. I told y'all. And I'm like, what? But I get it. He looks a certain way. He looks a certain way. And you heard what she said. She said, my husband talks about his feelings with his friends or whatever. You see, fellas, we can't talk about our feelings and be like, man, I'm not feeling well, man. You know, I got this going on. I got that going on. And what did she say? Maybe he's gay. You see that? You see that? So she undermined this woman who is in a happy marriage, who has a great relationship with her husband, and her hating old ass said maybe your husband's gay because your husband is not conforming to what you want him to be. And this other chick, Navarro, got 8 of her girlfriends that she's known since she was a kid in Panama. They've gone through divorces. Yeah, why aren't you divorcing your husband and hanging out with your gay friends? Why aren't you going through your divorce? You know why? Because you're happy. You're just pushing a narrative. Because in a heartbeat, your friends would want your life. Dummy. This is absurd. So are women dating gay men on purpose? I think so. I think so. I think so. Do I feel sorry for this woman's situation? Absolutely, I do. But I'm looking at the story, and now that I've heard it, now that you heard she knew that dude since they were kids, which means I don't know what they consider kids. Let's say it's high school. They're good and grown now. You mean to tell me she did not know that this dude was like that? Okay. You mean to tell me that she made a clean break and he just flew off the hinges for no reason? Okay. Okay. But I've seen this story before, and it never ends well. But this is the first, this is the first time I've seen it where it ended like the way it did, and that's crazy. That's crazy, man. Ma'am, that's crazy. And never forget the clip that I showed you. 10 years, Shorty was with him, and now she's mad that he's dealing with some dude, and he said, I'm not going to stop. You knew what it is. I kept you in this house, dipped in Louis Vuitton and Chanel, and look how you're living, and you knew what it is. And after all that video, he's perfectly fine in his sexuality. Putting that video out does what? Because everybody in that comment section said, yo, she knew. Tell him to get your nails done and just, you secured the bag, right? What are you going to do, divorce him? You knew what it is. Okay, fine, divorce him. Ain't going to stop him from dealing with dudes. You knew, ma. Crazy stuff here, man. Stop doing this. Yeah, y'all are, it's ridiculous, man. I'm out of here, man. I'm going to talk this boxing tomorrow. Man, I appreciate y'all. Salute to everyone in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the Super Chat. I might do pep talk tomorrow. I didn't do it yesterday because I wasn't feeling well. I might have something else to discuss tomorrow. I don't know. But y'all be safe out here in these streets. And don't ignore the signs. Take it gently, y'all.